Maria, Sunka, the Maria, the Maria, the Maria. We ought to be ashamed, cause we fell from so high above. We were the fewest people. Married God became his people. Now one is dead by a lot of people. Nation without an equal. Yahshua and I Hebrew, praying every chance we get. Hallelujah. This is how we raise our strength. I get bent from sipping on that biblical script. Hennessy can't compete with this. Genesis to Malachi, let's exhibit. Prolific. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, my fam sacred. Was on the boats naked. Carolina, we were so naked. Charleston gotta feel our pain. Same latitude from which we came. Palm trees about the same, but my kids don't remember their name. Yahako, Yashurun, the children of Yerushalayim. Jerusalem in your Bible, the throne of Yah.
Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yahweh. I want to give all honor, glory, and worship and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Now today's topic is I'm gonna prove beyond a shadow of a doubt what is the whole duty of man. What was a man was put on earth to do. Now we're gonna see, was a man put on earth to be a lawyer, a doctor, a scientist, a football player, a basketball player, work a job, a carpenter, an electrician, a plumber, or a game banger, or a pilot, an air pilot, a school teacher, or to go to church, or be a reverend, or a deacon, or usher that's in church. Now these are all the people that are, it's millions and more things, but I'm gonna see if we was put on earth to be any of that. So now I want to start off. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Proving today what is the duty of a man. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12. No, 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Yeah.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
It said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. This is what's important.
Fear Elohim.
We fear Yah, fear Elohim.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of a man. This is what man was put on earth to do. Not to be none of that junk I just named. Read.
For Elohim shall bring every work into judgment.
Everything that you never did, I'm going to judge you according to the commandments.
With every secret thing.
Everything that you did behind his back and in the dark.
Whether it is good.
Whether it was good.
Or whether it is evil.
Or whether it was evil. Okay, now, let's go to Deuteronomy 4. Deuteronomy 4 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 1. Now therefore listen, O Israel.
Talking to us.
To the statutes and to the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that you may live.
This is your lifestyle. This is what you're supposed to be doing.
And go in and possess the land which Yahweh Elohim of your fathers gives you. Ye shall not add to the word which I command you.
Don't add this New Testament like they did the Holy Quran or the Hadiths and all these other books. Don't add these books.
Neither shall you diminish anything from it.
And don't take nothing from it.
That you may keep the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim which I command you. Your eyes have seen what Yahweh did because of false deity. For all the men that follow Baalpeor, Yahweh your Elohim has destroyed them from among you.
Anybody that was following anybody other than Yahweh was destroyed. So if you follow Buddha, Allah, JC, or Hamashiach, or Yahshua, you're gonna be destroyed for following them fake gods. Read.
But you that did cling unto Yahweh your Elohim are alive, every one of you this day.
That's right. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 4. 39. Yeah. 4 and 39.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 39. Know therefore this day, and consider it in your heart, that Yahweh He is Elohim in heaven above,
That's right, He is.
and upon the earth beneath.
Wherever He at,
There is none else.
ain't nobody else. So they killed their Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and that Trinity jump that they teach you in church. Read.
You shall keep therefore His commandments,
To keep His commandments, not go to church.
and His commandments which I command you this day. You shall keep therefore His statutes and His commandments which I command you this day, that it may go well with you and with your children after you,
So if you keep the commandments, you're going to be doing well. It go well with you.
and that you may prolong your days upon the earth,
And you're going to live a long, happy life without no static.
which Yahweh your Elohim gives you forever.
That's right.
Then Moses separated 3 cities on this side of
Well,
the
that's all real. Okay, that's it. Okay. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 5. 5 and 29.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 29. Oh, that there were such a heart in them, that they would fear me and keep all my commandments always, that it might be well with them and with their children forever.
See, when you keep the commandments, you're going to be well with your children, with your family, with your household, because we just read what the whole duty of man is for, to fear Yah, keep His commandments all through this book. You wasn't put here to be no lawyer, no doctor, no scientist, and all that other junk. That's cool and everything, but hey, the commandments coming for all that. You just put it to keep the commandments first, then be a doctor or a lawyer or a scientist or whatever else you want to be. Okay, Deuteronomy, that's all the 29?
Yeah.
Okay, Deuteronomy 13 and 4.
Deuteronomy chapter 13 verse 4. You shall walk after Yahweh your Elohim and fear Him and keep His commandments
That's how you walk out to Yahweh, by keeping His commandments and fearing Him, read.
and obey His voice,
And whatever He say do, you're supposed to do it.
and you shall serve Him
And that's right, serve Him, not Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, not the Trinity, not JC or Yahshua HaMashiach. Don't serve that junk
and cling to Him.
and clean the Yahweh on it. That's right, that's what the book say. Okay, let's go to Leviticus. Okay. Leviticus 26. Yeah, Leviticus 26. And start the first verse.
Leviticus chapter 26 verse 1. You shall make you no idols nor graven image,
That's right, they killed the New Testament. Don't make no idols or no graven images.
neither rear you up a standing image,
Don't put no standing image up in your house or your car.
neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land
Don't set up no kind of statue in your land.
to bow down to it,
Bow down to it.
for I am Yahweh your Elohim.
Yahweh is our Elohim.
You shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary.
That's what you're supposed to do. Not setting up nothing.
I am Yahweh. If you walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and do them,
That's right.
then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit.
Okay, if you do. Okay, Leviticus 26 and 13.
Leviticus chapter 26 verse 13. I am Yahweh your Elohim, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt,
Just like He brought us out of the land of Egypt, He going to bring us out of the land of the United States too.
that you should not be their bondmen, and I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you go upright. But if you will not listen to me,
Now listen to this. Yahweh said, if you don't listen to me,
and will not do all these commandments,
and you won't do these commandments,
and if you shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments,
abhor mean hate. If you hate my judgment,
so that you will not do all my commandments,
so if you don't do all the commandments of Yahweh, they mean you hate Him. That's what they're saying.
but that you break my covenant, I also will do this to you.
They're going to show you what they're going to do to you for not keeping this commandment, because the Christians and the Masons say you can't keep the law in this land. He did away with the laws and all this old junk. These lying people. Read.
I will even appoint over you terror,
They're going to appoint a terror, hard time, consumption, diseases.
consumption, and the burning fever.
That's right. That's when everybody's sick. That's when you're sick, because you ain't keeping the commandments. Right there. Start over again. The 16.
I also will do this to you.
This is what Yahweh going to do to you for not keeping his commandments.
I will even appoint over you terror.
Okay, y'all look up the word terror and see what terror means. I ain't got time today because I got a lot of things to talk about. Terror, that's one thing.
Consumption.
Consumption, look it up.
And the burning fever.
And burning fever, look up burning fever.
That shall consume the eyes.
That can consume the eyes.
And cause sorrow of heart.
And cause sorrow of heart.
And you shall sow your seed in vain.
You sow your seed in vain.
For your enemies shall eat it.
Your enemies gonna eat it, gonna get over on you big time.
And I will set my face against you.
And Yahweh said he gonna set his face against you, mean he gonna turn his back on you and ain't gonna be studying you. That's when you're gonna be catching hell wherever you go in America and everywhere else.
And you shall be slain before your enemies.
And this white man can do what he want to do to you for not keeping your commandments, for not keeping Yahweh's command. That's mean ain't no justice in this land when he kill us and what stuff happened to us. This is the reason why you ain't keeping the commandments. Now read that again, that part there.
And I will set my face against you.
He will set his face against you for not keeping his commandments.
And you shall be slain before your enemies.
And this white man gonna get over you big time, gonna do whatever he want to do to you.
That they that hate you shall reign over you.
And the people that hate you gonna be the boss, gonna run over you.
And you shall flee when none pursues you.
And gonna be scared to death when ain't nobody even chasing your butt.
And if you will not yet for all this listen to me,
if you after all of this I did so you won't listen to me,
then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins.
He gonna punish you 7 times more for your sins for not keeping his commandments and not listening to him. That's when Americans, the Hebrews out there, that's when we catching hell right now today. Hey, because it is here. Read.
And I will break the pride of your power.
That's right, gonna break the pride of your power.
And I will make your heaven as iron, and your earth as brass, and your strength shall be spent in vain.
In vain.
For your land shall not yield her increase, neither shall the trees of the land yield their fruits.
That's right.
And if you walk contrary to me, and will not listen to me, I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins.
7 times more plagues. Gonna be harder and harder and harder and worse and worse.
I will also send wild beasts among you.
He make the animals kill you. Snake bite you.
Which shall rob you of your children.
And make the animals kill you and your children.
And destroy your cattle.
That's right.
And make you few in number.
Few in number.
And your highways shall be desolate. And
okay, that's it. Yeah, in other words, you're going to be cursed and plagued for not keeping the Most High's commandment. That's what it's all about. Okay, let's go to Numbers 15. So I advise all you people out there, start doing this because that's what it's all about. It's all about the Most High. Yeah. What I say, Numbers 15 and 38.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Speak to the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
You're supposed to wear fringes because the fringes is going to remind you of keeping the commandments. That's why we wear the fringes, because it's always going to remind you of keeping Yahweh's commandments. Read.
It shall be unto you a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of Yahweh.
When you look up on a friend, you can't forget the commandments.
And do them.
And do them. Not just look at them, do them.
And that you seek not after your own heart. And
don't do what you want to do. Don't do what you want to do. Do what the friends is going to remind you what to do. Read.
And your own eyes, after which you used to go a whoring.
Going horn after another god. That monkey in the New Testament. You ain't going to go a horn after JC if you got these fringes on.
That you may remember and do all my commandments.
All of them.
And be holy unto your Elohim.
That's right.
I am Yahweh your Elohim, which brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your Elohim. I am Yahweh your Elohim.
And the same thing he did in Egypt, he's going to do it again in the United States. We're going to leave here one day. That's right. We're going to leave here. Okay, go to Deuteronomy 6. Yeah, Deuteronomy 6. 6 and 24.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 24. And Yahweh commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear Yahweh our Elohim, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive, as it is at this day, and it shall be our righteousness, if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahweh our Elohim, as he has commanded us.
He commanded us to keep the commandments, and this is our righteousness. That's how you become righteous, when you keep the commandments. Okay, Deuteronomy 7 and 7 and 9.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. Know therefore that Yahweh your Elohim, he is Elohim, the faithful Elohim, which keeps covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
He loved the one to keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. Read.
And repays them that hate him to their face.
And the ones he going to pay back to it that hate him is the one that don't keep his commandments. He going to pay you back to his face. To their face, I mean.
To destroy them.
He's going to destroy y'all.
He will not be slack to him that hates him.
That's right. And the only way you can hate the Most High Yahweh is not keep his commandments. Read.
He will repay him to his face.
He's going to repay you to your face.
You shall therefore keep the commandments.
That's right.
And the statutes and the judgments which I command you this day to do them.
That's right. Don't talk about them, be about them. Do them.
Therefore it shall come to pass, if you listen to these judgments and keep and do them, that Yahweh your Elohim shall keep unto you the covenant and the mercy which he swore to your fathers.
That's right. If the Almighty gonna keep his side of the promise and the deal, if you keep your promise and deal to do what Yahweh say do, keep them commandments, and he gonna look out for you. Just that simple. Read.
And he will love you.
That's right. He gonna love you
and bless you.
Why? He gonna love you and bless you because you keeping his commandments. Read.
And multiply you.
And multiply you.
He will also bless the fruit of your womb.
Bless the fruit of your womb. Have you plenty of babies. Ain't nothing gonna be wrong with your child. They ain't gonna be retarded and born with diabetes and born with high blood pressure, born retarded, nothing like that. Breed.
And the fruit of your land.
Plenty of good land. Not no rotten fruit. Fruit gonna be fresh and good.
Your corn and your new wine and your oil, the increase of your cattle and the flocks of your sheep, in the land which he swore to your fathers to give you. You shall be blessed above all people.
You heard what he said. You're going to be blessed above all people. They ain't even the white folks. You're going to be blessed above all people if you keep his commandment. But y'all ain't going to do that. That means you cursed today. Read.
There shall not be male or female barren among you.
That's right.
Or among your cattle.
That's right.
And Yahweh will take away from you all sickness.
What? Hold it right there. He said he's going to take away what? If you keep the commandments? Read.
And will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt, which you know, upon you, but will lay them upon all them that hate you.
Everybody that hates you going to get the disease. Not you, but the people that hate you going to get the disease. The Almighty going to reverse it. Flip it. That's right. Read.
And you shall consume all the people.
No. We had 15, I thought. It's 14, 15.
16.
You read 15? Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, 1-4.
And you shall consume all the people which Yahweh your Elohim shall deliver you. Your eyes shall have no pity upon them, neither shall you serve their gods, for that will be a snare to you.
Okay, to serve their God. Just like when we was in Egypt, we would serve the Egyptian gods. We in the United States, we serve the United States gods, which is JC, that New Testament. See how it is? Well, we monkey see, monkey do people now today. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 11. Still talking about the whole duty, man. What we're supposed to be doing all through this book. What I say, 11 and 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 13. And it shall come to pass, if you shall listen diligently to my commandments, which I command you this day, to love Yahweh your Elohim.
And that's the only way you can love Yah is keep his commandments. I don't care who you is or what you talking about. If you ain't keeping all his commandments, you do not love Yahweh. So you can talk your ass off because you just lying. Book testify against you. Read start over. That's corn now.
And it shall come to pass, if you shall listen diligently to my commandments, which I command you this day, to love Yahweh your Elohim, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul.
So if you serve with all your heart and all your soul, you ain't going to be going to no church. You ain't going to be listening to what no preacher talking about. Read.
That I will give you the rain of your land in his due season, the first rain and the latter rain, that you may gather in your corn and your new wine and your oil. And I will send grass in your fields for your cattle, that you may eat and be full. Take heed to yourselves, that your heart is not deceived, and you turn aside and serve other gods and worship them.
And that's all our people want to do. Turn to JC and worship and serve him. That's when you're catching hell. That's when you're sick. That's when you got this corona. That's right. You got this corona because you ain't paying Yahweh no attention. You don't love him. You love to be lied to. Read.
And then Yahweh's wrath be kindled against you, and he shut up the heaven, that there be no rain, and that the land yield not her fruit, unless you perish quickly from off the good land which Yahweh gives
You're
you.
going to perish quickly. Read.
Therefore shall you lay up these my words in your heart and in your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes, and you shall teach them to your children.
You should teach these commandments to your children.
Speaking of them when you sit in your house,
When you're sitting around in your house, you talking about the commandments.
and when you walk by the way,
When you're walking through and through your house, you talking about the commandments.
when you lie down,
Before you go to bed at night, you talking about the commandments.
and when you rise up.
Early in the morning when you get up, you got the commandments on your mind. Talking about Yah. Read.
And you shall write them upon the doorposts of your house,
Right up over the doorpost of your house.
and upon your gates,
Up on your gate. If you got a gate, put the commandments on the gate.
that your days may be multiplied,
Your days are going to be multiplied. You're going to live a long time.
and the days of your children.
And that's when your children going to live a long time. Everybody got to be keeping the commandment. Got to be on one page. One accord. Read.
And the land which Yahweh swore to your fathers to give them, as the days of heaven upon the earth. For if you shall diligently keep all these commandments which I command you, to do them, to love Yahweh your Elohim, to walk in all his ways, and to cling to him,
That's right.
then will Yahweh drive out all these nations from before you, and you shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves. Every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours.
That's right. Almighty going to bless us and give us everything. Why? Because we keep the command. When you start keeping the law, He's going to give you everything. Read.
From the wilderness in Lebanon, from the river Euphrates, even to the utmost sea shall your coast be. There shall no man be able to stand before you.
Ain't nobody going to be able to do nothing with us because we're going to be bad to the bone. When we keep serving Yahweh, keep His command, Almighty going to be blessing us and we're going to be over everybody on earth. Read.
For Yahweh your Elohim shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that you shall tread upon.
Everywhere you go, people going to be scared of you.
As he has said to you, behold, I set before you this day blessing and a curse.
Now let's look and see how you're going to be blessed and how you're going to be cursed. Pay attention to this corn right here. Read.
a blessing if you obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim,
It's a blessing if you go obey the commandments
which I command you this day,
right now.
and a curse if you will not obey the commandments of Yahweh.
Okay, and a curse. What is a curse? Look up the word curse, and then you'll see why it's happening to all y'all out there. A curse if you don't obey the commandment. Look in the mirror and say, do I keep the commandment? No, well, that's reading, no, I'm being cursed today because I'm not keeping his commandment. So I want y'all to understand why you're being cursed, because you is not obeying the Most High Yahweh and keeping his commandment. That's why you're cursed. And curse is not no good. That ain't no good thing. A blessing is a good thing. A curse is not.
But turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods.
And another thing, not only you ain't keeping this commandment, you going after another God. You going out there, Hamashiach, Yahshua, and JC. You worshiping the white man's God. That's the reason you're being cursed. Read.
Which you have not known.
And we didn't know nothing about no JC, no hippie on the stick back in them days. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob didn't know nothing about him. Moses didn't know nothing about him. King David didn't know nothing about him. Noah, Moses, Adam, didn't nobody know nothing about this man that everybody's so in love with today. Read.
And it shall come to pass.
Is that 28?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted on that. Okay. Go to Deuteronomy 15. All through this book, what is the whole duty of man? I'm showing you today what the whole duty of man is. I ain't telling it to you. I'm showing it to you. Deuteronomy 15 and 5 and 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 5. Only if you carefully listen to the voice of Yahweh your Elohim.
Listen to Yahweh. Not TD Jason Clublow Dollar. Listen to Yahweh. Don't listen to nobody but him. Read.
To observe, to do all these commandments.
TD Jason Clublow Dollar ain't got no commandment for you to keep. Going to church and listen to these people that's running around here. Ain't nobody on earth got no command for you to keep but Yahweh. So why would you listen to anybody but him? And he done told you the whole duty of man, fool.
Which I command you this day. For Yahweh your Elohim blesses you as he promised you.
And he'll bless you like he promised you if you keep his commandments.
And you shall lend to many nations.
And you should have your banks and have all the money. Right now we ain't got a dime. He said if you keep the commandment, he gonna put you on high, gonna put you on top. Restart or read that again.
For Yahweh your Elohim blesses you,
right,
as he promised you, and you shall lend to many nations.
Many nations. Everybody on earth, you're gonna be lending to many nations. So they let you know this is true because we ain't got a dime right now. Why? Because we ain't kept his commandments. But if we had kept his commandments, we'd be on top. We won't be in the basement or the bottom or on the floor. Read.
But you shall not borrow.
We ain't gonna borrow. All these black folks in America, they got to go to the white man for everything. They born every day. Born alone on a house. Born alone on a car. Born to get some money any kind of way. This borrow. This wouldn't be our position if we had kept his commandment. We're in this position because we did not keep his commandment. That's when you're borrowing money. It's simple. The book popping it. Book showing. I'm showing you what the book say. The reason why you're doing bad and cursing, borrowing money and ain't got no money and on the floor and broke and sick and got coronavirus because you ain't keeping the commandment. It's simple. It's not hard to figure out. You're a fool if you don't understand what the book's saying. Book popping it. Read.
And you shall reign over many nations.
And we would have been over everybody.
But they shall not reign over you.
That's right. They wouldn't be running over us if we had to listen to the Most High. That's 6.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted. Okay, Deuteronomy 19. Deuteronomy 19 and 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 7. Therefore I command you, saying, you shall separate 3 cities for you, and if Yahweh your Elohim enlarges your coast, as he has sworn to your fathers, and gives you all the land which he promised to give to your fathers, if you shall keep all these commandments to do them, which I command you this day, to love Yahweh your Elohim, and to walk ever in his ways, then shall you add 3 cities more for you, besides these 3.
Okay, Deuteronomy 27. It's all about the commandments. What is the whole duty of man? Is keep his commandments. Just that simple. 27 and 8. Okay.
Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 8. And you shall write upon the stones all the words of this law very plainly. And Moses and the priests, the Levites, spoke unto all Israel, saying, Take heed and listen, O Israel.
Listen, O Israel, talk about the whole 12 tribes of Israel.
This day you have become the people of Yahweh your Elohim.
That's right.
You shall therefore obey the voice of Yahweh your Elohim,
And when you find out the truth, you start keeping the commandments.
and do his commandments and his statutes, which I command you this day.
This day, that's right. Okay, 28 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if you shall listen diligently to the voice of Yahweh your Elohim.
All you got to do is listen to Yahweh. All you got to do is very plain and simple. Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command you this day, that Yahweh your Elohim will set you on high above all nations of the earth.
That's all we had to do. He would set us on high. But we too dumb and stupid and want to do like everybody else, which ain't got nothing. We want to follow all these people on earth that ain't a farther than a windstorm. Read.
And all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you, if you shall listen to the voice of Yahweh your Elohim.
That's right. Don't listen to JC, Hamashiach, Yahshua. Listen to Yahweh, fool.
Blessed shall you be in the city.
You be blessed in these big cities, New York, California, Chicago, and Texas, and St. Louis, and everywhere, all these big cities.
And blessed shall you be in the field.
You be blessed in Mississippi, Arkansas, and Tennessee, and the South.
Blessed shall be the fruit of your body.
Your body gonna be blessed. You ain't gonna be sick.
And the fruit of your ground, and the fruit of your cattle, the increase of your cows, and the flocks of your sheep. Blessed shall be your basket and your store.
You gonna eat the best of the food. Basket of store, good food.
Blessed shall you be when you come in.
You're gonna be blessed when you come in the house. Ain't nobody gonna be in and broke in your house and waiting on you to kill you, to rob you, and take you safe out the house and all your guns. This ain't gonna happen to nobody that's keeping the commandments. Read.
And blessed shall you be when you go out.
And when you go out, you're going to make it back home because you ain't going to get killed, robbed, or stuck up, or have something bad happen to you.
Yahweh shall cause your enemies that rise up against you to be smitten before your face.
And anybody that's against you is your enemy. The Almighty said, vengeance is mine, so I'm going to take care of all your enemies. I don't worry about your enemy. Just keep my commandments, and I'll take care of everybody that hates you. Read.
They shall come out against you one way, and flee before you 7 ways. Yahweh shall command the blessing upon...
Okay, that's all I want. Yeah, okay, that was 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I want. Let's go to Deuteronomy 30. Let's start at the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things have come upon you, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before you, and you shall call them to mind among all the nations, where Yahweh your Elohim has driven you, and shall return unto Yahweh your Elohim, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I command you this day, you and your children, with all your heart, and with all your soul, that then Yahweh your Elohim will turn your captivity and have compassion upon you.
That's right, because we're in captivity right now. The Almighty said when we keep his commandments and statutes and law, he going to turn our captivity, mean we're going to go back home and start doing what's right. And then when somebody tell you you can't keep the commandments in this land because we're in a strange land, the Almighty did away with, somebody did away with the law, that's a lie. The commandments still exist to this day. Read.
And will return and gather you from all the nations where Yahweh your Elohim has scattered you.
That's cold. That's cold-blooded right there. You got to read that again. Start over at that 3rd verse.
That then Yahweh your Elohim will turn your captivity.
He'll turn your captivity. Mean you're going to get out of slavery and out of bondage. You're going back home. Read.
And have compassion upon you.
And when you start keeping the commandment, he's going to have compassion upon you. Read.
and will return and gather you from all the nations,
He gonna gather you from all these people that you up under, that you slave up under. He gonna gather you from all these people.
where Yahweh your Elohim has scattered you.
And wherever you've been scattered, he gonna gather you. That's right. Let's see.
If any of yours are driven out to the outmost parts of heaven, from there will Yahweh your Elohim gather you,
Don't matter where you at, he gonna come get you.
and from there will he fetch you,
He gonna fetch you, come get you.
and Yahweh your Elohim will bring you into the land which your fathers possessed.
We going home at this time, so when they tell you don't supposed to keep the commandment, they lying. The commandment is the only thing that's gonna get you back to the land. Not nothing else. I don't care what you is or what you doing. The only thing gonna get you back to the holy land is the promised land is the commandment. In the book popping it, read.
And you shall possess it, and he will do you good, and multiply you above your fathers.
That's right. We're gonna have more than our forefathers.
And Yahweh your Elohim will circumcise your heart and the heart of your seed, to love Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart and with all your soul, that you may live.
That's right.
And Yahweh your Elohim will put all these curses upon your enemies and on them that hate you, which persecuted you.
That's right. That lets you know the Almighty don't love everybody. Right there. That verse right there kills it. I love everybody and all that old junk. What he gonna do to the enemies? Read that again.
And Yahweh your Elohim will put all these curses upon your enemies,
Put all these curses upon your enemies,
and on them that hate you,
and anybody that hates you,
which persecuted you,
and anybody that ever persecuted you, did you wrong.
and you shall return and obey the voice of Yahweh, and do all his commandments which I command you this day.
We're going to return back to the Holy Land and do all his commandments, because the commandments going to get you back over there, and when you get back home, you're going to continue to keep the commandment. Just that simple. Read.
And Yahweh your Elohim will make you plenteousness in every work of your hand,
That's right. Everything that you do is going to be right. You're going to have plenty.
and the fruit of your body, and in the fruit of your cattle, and in the fruit of your land, for good. For Yahweh will again rejoice over you for good,
For good.
as he rejoiced over your fathers.
That's right.
If you shall listen to the voice of Yahweh your Elohim, to keep his commandments and his statutes which are written in this book of the law,
That's right. Written in the Torah.
and if you turn unto Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart and with all your soul, for this commandment which I command you this day, it is not hidden from you.
The commandments ain't hidden from you. Don't make any excuses. What is the commandment? What they at? They right here. They ain't hidden from you.
Neither is it far off.
They ain't in Russia or France or England. They ain't far off. They right here.
It is not in heaven,
It ain't wait. The commandments ain't in heaven.
that you should say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it to us,
Making excuses why they can't keep it. We don't know where the commandments at. You a lie. They say it right here. Read.
that we may hear it and do it. Neither is it beyond the sea,
The commandments ain't in no sea or no heaven or way over somewhere in Russia somewhere.
that you should say, who shall go over the sea for us and bring it to us, that we may hear it and do it. For the word is very near to you, in your mouth and in your heart, that you may do it.
That's right.
See, I have set before you this day life and good, and death and evil, and that I command you this day to love Yahweh your Elohim, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that you may live and multiply. And Yahweh your Elohim shall bless you in the land whither you go to possess it.
That's right. We get back to the land, we're going to be blessed for keeping the commandment. But you got to start keeping the commandments today in the United States to get back home. You ain't going to get back to the Holy Land and be blessed if you don't keep his commandment. You're going straight to hell. That's what you're going to do. Okay, Deuteronomy 32. 32 and 44. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 44. And Moses came and spoke all the words of this song in the ears of the people, he and Hoshea the son of Nun. And Moses made an end of speaking all these words to all Israel. And he said unto them, set your hearts to all the words which I testify among you this day, which you shall command your children to observe to do, all the words of this law, for it is not a vain thing for you.
Okay, it's not a vain thing. Let's look up the word vain. The commandments ain't vain. That's the blue. Stop it.
Vain, without real worth or value.
Without real worth or value, meaning it ain't nothing. Vain, the word vain mean.
Empty, worthless, vain promises.
Okay, empty and worthless. So the commandments is not worthless. They ain't worthless. Okay, finish reading that.
Verse 46. And he said to them, set your hearts to all the words which I testify among you this day, which you shall command your children to observe to do, all the words of this law, for it is not a vain thing for you.
It's not a vain thing to keep the law.
Because it is your life.
Keeping the commandments is your life. This is your lifestyle. This is what you're supposed to do. This is the whole duty of man. This is your life, to keep the almighty laws. What's so hard about that? Now read that, start over again.
For it is not a vain thing for you.
This ain't no vain thing for us to do.
Because it is your life.
Because this is your life. This how you gonna be judged according to the commandment. This is your life. Your life depends upon the keeping the commandments. Fool, read.
And through this thing you shall prolong your days in the land.
And you're gonna live a long time for keeping the commandments.
Where you go over the Jordan to possess it.
To possess it. Okay, that's all I wanted. Let's go to Proverbs. All through this book, the whole duty of man is to keep his commandments. That's it and that's all. Proverbs 4 and 1. Yeah, I think 4 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 4 verse 1. Hear, you children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding.
No understanding.
For I give you good doctrine.
This is good doctrine.
Forsake you not my law.
Don't forsake the Most High law.
For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother.
That's right. This Proverbs is King Solomon talking.
He taught me also, and said unto me, let your heart retain my words. Keep my commandments and live.
Keep the Most High commandments and live.
Get wisdom.
Get wisdom.
Get understanding.
Get understanding.
Forget it not.
And don't forget it.
Neither decline from the words of my mouth.
That's right.
Forsake her not.
Her not. That means forsake the commandments. Because her is, in this sense, is talking about the commandments. Forsake her not the commandments.
And she shall preserve you.
The commandments going to preserve you.
Love her.
Love her. We're talking about the commandments.
And she shall keep you.
And you shall keep you.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Therefore get wisdom.
Therefore get wisdom.
And with all you're getting, get understanding.
When you get wisdom and understanding, with wisdom, you're going to understand what's going on. When you keep them commandments, that's what it's all about. Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6 and 22.
Proverbs chapter 6 verse 22. When you go, it shall lead you. When you sleep, it shall keep you. And when you wake, it shall talk with you.
That's right.
For the commandment is a lamp.
The commandment is a lamp. You're going to see and you're going to understand. You're going to have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding out this world. The commandment is a lamp.
And the law is light.
The law is light.
And reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
That's the way of our life. Okay, go to Proverbs 7. 7 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 7 verse 1. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with you. Keep my commandments and live, and my law is the apple of your eye.
This is the apple of your eye.
Bind them upon your fingers, write them upon the table of your heart. Say unto wisdom, You are my sister, and call understanding your kinswoman.
Okay, that's all I want. Yeah. Okay, go to Proverbs 10 and 8. 10 and 8.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 8. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall.
Now, pretty fool. Let's see what a fool is. A fool ain't gonna do it. Okay. The blue.
A person who does silly or senseless things, or who is easily tricked.
Okay, a person to do silly thing that's easy trick. That's a fool now. And so when you go to church, you being tricked and you a fool. Cause the book ain't and we ain't read yet. Okay, and read out the Bible dictionary. That fool right there, blue.
A stupid person or a senseless act.
A stupid person or a sinless act. That's what a fool is. Somebody that's stupid. That's right. Okay, now start all over. What was that? Proverbs 10 and 8. Yeah.
The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall. He that walks uprightly walks surely.
Okay, that's I just want the 8. So, okay, let's go to Proverbs 13 and 13. So anybody that's going to church is a fool. Because there ain't now time the Bible told us to go no church. The book ain't said nothing about no church. Okay, 13 and 13.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Whosoever despises the word shall be destroyed.
Whoever should despise this word gonna be destroyed, man, going to hell.
But he that fears the commandments shall be rewarded.
And everybody that keep the commandments gonna be rewarded. You're gonna get paid good. You're gonna be rewarded. That's what it said. Proverbs 19 and 16. Okay, 19 and 16.
Proverbs chapter 19, verse 16. He that keeps the commandment keeps his own soul, but he that despises his ways shall die.
That's right. Despise the commandments, you're going to die. You're going to hell. Just that simple. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to Psalms. Psalm 71. So when somebody asks you what's the whole duty of man, you can be able to tell them what the whole duty of man is. It ain't about nothing but the commandment. That's what the whole duty of man consists of. 71 and 1 through 4.
Psalm chapter 71, verse 1. In you, O Yahweh, do I put my trust.
We only trust in Yah.
Let me never be put to shame.
That's right.
Deliver me in your righteousness, and cause me to escape. Incline your ear unto me, and save me. Be you my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. You have given commandment to save me.
I thought the commandments couldn't save. They told me the only way you can be saved, you gotta believe in Yahshua, JC Hamashiach, or go to church to be saved. Now read that third verse again. Now this is how you gonna be saved.
Be you my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. You have given commandment to save me.
You have given the commandment. That's what's gonna save you. Keeping the commandments. Read.
For you are my rock and my fortress.
You are my rock and fortress. Read.
Deliver me, O my Elohim, out of the hand of the wicked.
Deliver me from these wicked folks. These people going to church and believing in JC. Get me from around these people.
Out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man.
The unrighteous people go to church, not the righteous. The righteous don't go to church. Only the unrighteous go to church. Okay, 78. Psalm 78. And 6 and 8. Okay.
Psalms chapter 78, verse 6.
Yeah.
That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in Elohim, and not forget the works of Elohim, but keep his
But
commandments,
keep his commandments. That's why all through this book, keep his commandments. Okay, that's read 8.
and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation.
See, most of our people, just like our forefathers, they stubborn and rebellious. We got doing Moses' time. Them people was hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious, just like the people today. That's right, same thing. These people hard-headed. They don't want to hear nothing about no commandment. They want to hear something easy and something smooth. They want to be lied to. Now read that again, 8.
And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with Elohim.
That's right. They ain't got the spirit of Elohim. No, sir. They ain't got the spirit. They got the spirit of evil, wickedness. Okay, 89. Psalms 89.
Psalm chapter 89, verse 30. If his children forsake my law, and walk not in my judgments, if they break my statutes, and keep not my commandments, then will I visit their transgression with the rod, and their iniquity with stripes.
That's right. If you don't do the commandment, that's what's going to happen to you. Read.
Nevertheless, my loving kindness will I not utterly take from her, nor allow.
Okay, that's 30 and 32. Okay, yeah, I just want 31, 32. Okay, he going to visit. That's right. Okay, go to Psalm 103. Psalm 103. Okay, Psalm 103. Start the 17th verse.
Psalm chapter 103, verse 17. But the mercy of Yahweh is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children, to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them.
Guess what to do?
Yahweh has prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom rules over all. Bless Yahweh, you his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening to the voice of his word. Bless you, Yahweh, all you his hosts, you ministers of his, that do his pleasure. Bless Yahweh, all his works in all places of his dominion. Bless Yahweh, O my soul.
Okay. Psalms 111. 111 and 7 through 10.
Psalms chapter 111, verse 7. The works of his hands are verity and judgment. All his commandments are sure.
Yeah, for sure. Guaranteed, for sure.
They stand fast forever and ever.
They stand forever. Ain't no end to keeping the commandment. I don't care who you is.
And are done in truth.
They done in truth.
And uprightness.
And uprightness.
He sent redemption to his people. He has commanded his covenant forever. Holy and reverent is his name. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
Everybody that keep his commandments going to have a good understanding. They going to know what's happening, what's going on. So you listen to somebody that's keeping the commandment. If they ain't keeping the commandment, you walk away from them, but they ain't talking about nothing. Anybody out there that's not keeping the commandment, you don't want to hear nothing they saying because they lying. If they ain't talking about the keeping no commandment, they telling a lie. And they go for whoever or whatever. Now read that, start over, that 10.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of Yahweh, that's the beginning of your wisdom. Not going to church, not being baptized, not wearing a cross, not getting a pimp 10% of your money. That ain't the beginning right there. The beginning of wisdom is with fearing Yah.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
And you're going to have a good understanding to keep all, whoever so keep all his commandments. Read.
His praise endures forever.
And his praise endure forever. That's right. Psalms 119. Okay, before I read Psalm 1, because I forgot something, let's go to Proverbs. Let me go to Proverbs. I forgot to read. I'm gonna come back to that though. I'm gonna come back to Psalm. Or did I read 23 and 9? Let's go to it. I don't know if I read it. Let's see. No, I did. Go to Proverbs 23 and 9. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 9. Speak not in the ears of a fool,
Don't speak in the ears of a fool.
for he will despise the wisdom of your words.
He gonna despise what you telling him not to do. He gonna despise the commandment. Don't speak to the ears of a fool, because a fool don't want to hear nothing about no commandment. Anytime a person say you can't keep the commandment, I don't want you a fool. That's what the book say. And I already gave you the definition of a fool. Okay, go to Proverbs 1 and 5. A fool don't want to hear nothing about no commandments. He gonna run away from them. That's how you know he a fool. That's how you know he going to hell. That's how you know he ain't no God-fearing man or woman, because he don't want to hear nothing about the commandment. Okay. Okay, Proverbs 5 and 1. No, I mean Proverbs 1 and 5.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5. A wise man will hear
A wise man gonna listen to the truth.
and will increase learning.
He gonna still learn. He gonna keep increase his learning. He gonna keep searching out, and find out the truth.
And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
He gonna attain to wise counsel. Okay, skip on the 7. Skip to 7.
Verse 7. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But a fool despises wisdom and instruction. Y'all know what a fool is, because they got a bunch of them out there. Okay, Proverbs 1 and 22.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Will you love simplicity, silly stuff, joking and playing around, playing games?
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
Love the delight in scorning.
And fools hate knowledge.
But a fool hate knowledge. See, a fool gonna hate this. That's what it's saying. A fool gonna hate knowledge. And that's what I wanted to get off into. Okay, go to Psalm 119. A fool don't want to hear nothing about no commandments. That's how you know he a fool. Anybody. I don't care who he is or who she is. You're a fool when you don't keep the commandment. And y'all already told you what the definition of a fool is. Shit. Psalm 119, start at the 10th verse. No, at the 6th verse.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 6. Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all your commandments.
Okay, skip on down to 10.
Verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought you. Oh, let
No,
me,
sought thee.
with my whole heart have I sought you.
You don't say you or thee.
You.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, let me not wander from your commandments.
Don't never wander from the commandment. Don't listen to what nobody say. Always keep his commandment. Skip on down to the 119 and 19.
Verse 19. I am a stranger in the earth. Hide not your commandments from me.
Don't hide the commandment. Don't pretend like you ain't supposed to keep the commandments all through this book. Okay, skip on down to 21.
21. You have rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from your commandments.
Whoever don't keep the commandment, he cursed. That's right. Let's go to 119 and let's see, 33.
33. Teach me, O Yahweh, the way of your statutes, and I shall keep it to the end.
I'm gonna keep it to the graveyard, to the end.
Give me understanding, and I shall keep your law. Yes, I shall observe it with my whole heart.
That's right. Read.
Make me to go in the path of your commandments, for therein do I delight.
That's delight. I love keeping the commandments. Delight. That's right. That's right. Read. Skip on down to the 47.
47. And I will delight myself in your commandments, which I have loved.
Which we love. That's right. So if you love Yahweh and keep His commandment, you love Him. Okay. Let me skip. I'm skipping around in 119. Okay. Go to 166 verse.
66. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed your commandments.
I believe the commandments. I don't believe in no New Testament, no Hamashiach, or no Yahshua, or no JC. I don't believe in it. Tell them what you're supposed to believe in. Read that again.
Teach me good judgment and
Good
knowledge,
judgment and knowledge.
for I have believed your commandments.
I believe the commandments. The book popping it. I don't believe in nothing else but the commandments. Okay, go. Let's see. Go to 72.
72. The law of your mouth is better to me than thousands of gold and silver.
Right, that's why I'd rather hear about the law than have gold and silver.
Your hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding, that I may learn your commandments.
That it may learn the commandment. That's what it's all about, the commandment, all through this book. Okay, skip on down to 96.
96. I have seen an end of all perfection, but your commandment is exceedingly broad.
It's certainly brought it way out there, scattered abroad. Now watch this, read.
Oh, how love I your law.
I love Yahweh's law.
It is my meditation all the day.
This is all I think about every day.
You, through your commandments, have made me wiser than my enemies.
And I'm going to be wiser than my enemies when I keep these commandments.
For they are ever with me.
Everywhere I go, I'm talking about the law, commandments.
I have more understanding than all my teachers.
I got more understanding than all my science, math teachers, science teachers, all these teachers that come around here. I got more understanding than all of them.
For your testimonies are my meditation.
Yo, man, I think about you every day.
I understand more than the ancients.
I understand more than the ancient, the old folks, the people that didn't know Yah, that didn't keep His commandment. I understand more than them. I don't care if you're 99 years old. I keep the commandments. I'm 10 years old and keeping all the commandments. I understand more than you. It's because you're 99 years old. You dumb as a box of rocks.
Because I keep your precepts.
That's right. I keep your precept. Okay. Let's go to 115 verse.
Verse 115.
Yeah.
Depart from me, you evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my Elohim.
Depart from me, you people that's running around here talking about you can't keep the commandment. The commandment's been did away with. Evildoers. They evil, boy. Read that again, because that's corn right there.
Depart from me, you evildoers.
Who is the evildoers? The ones that don't keep His commandment. That's who the evildoers is. Read.
For I will keep the commandments of my Elohim.
I don't care what you say or what you do. I'm going to keep the commandment. That's what the book's saying. You evildoers. Okay, let me skip on around and see. Let's see. Okay, go to 151 verse.
Verse 151. You are near, O Yahweh, and all your commandments are truth.
All the commandments is the truth. So when you got the truth, you got the commandments, you the truth. That's right. All the commandments is true. Okay, let me read. Let me skip around and see. Okay, 172.
Verse 172.
Yeah.
My tongue shall speak of your word.
I'm going to talk about Yahweh every day. His word.
For all your commandments are righteousness.
And all your commandments is righteousness. Skip on down to 176.
Verse 176. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I do not forget your commandments.
Okay. So I ain't going to forget His commandment. So let's read the commandments out to him and show him what it is, because I ain't read them to him. Let's go to Exodus 20. Now, I just wanted to show y'all today what is the whole duty of man. And I proved beyond a shadow of doubt what the whole duty of man is. And it ain't about keeping the commandment. Anything else is uncivilized. It's a lie. Exodus 20. Now I'm going to read the commandments to you and show you what he's talking about. For the one, these for the people out there that don't know what the commandments is. I ain't never heard them. Okay, start at 20 and 1.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. And Elohim spoke all these words, saying,
See, these are Yahweh words, Elohim words.
I am Yahweh your Elohim, which has brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me.
So this first commandment is saying you ain't supposed to have nobody but him. So all them other fake gods ain't about nothing. Throw them away, tear them up, and stop believing them. Because the Almighty Yahweh is first. Read.
You shall not make to you any graven image,
And take that cross off and burn it up and throw it away.
or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above,
Anything. Read.
or that is in the earth beneath,
Anything.
or that is in the water under the earth.
Anything.
You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh, your Elohim, am a jealous Elohim.
Almighty say he's jealous. So when you go to church and put this cross on and got a picture hanging up on your house, in your house or in your car, he say he's jealous. He ain't studying that. Read.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me,
That's right. So when you don't keep his commandments, you hate him. That's what the book's saying.
and showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
He gonna show mercy to thousands of them that love him and keep his commandments. So anybody out there that don't keep his commandments, you hate Yahweh. I don't care what you say or what you represent or what you about. You hate the Most High when you don't keep his commandment. The book just testified against you. Damn fool. Read.
You shall not take the name of Yahweh your Elohim in vain.
And don't never take his name in vain. How you do that? By calling up on everybody but Yahweh. That's how you take his name in vain. You don't call up on Yahweh. Read.
For Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that takes his name in vain.
That's right.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
You're supposed to remember the Sabbath day. Don't forget it.
6 days shall you labor and do all your work.
He give you 6 days to do you. Do all your work.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh your Elohim. And you shall not do any work.
Don't wash no dishes. Don't vacuum no floor. Don't clean up nothing. Don't wash clothes. Don't do nothing on his Sabbath day.
You, nor your son,
And if you got a son, he ain't supposed to do no work.
nor your daughter,
And if you got a daughter, they ain't supposed to do no work.
your manservant,
If you got a servant, a manservant, a slave to work for you, he don't do no work.
nor your maidservant,
And if you got a woman servant or maid to work for you, she ain't supposed to do no work. Don't you be sitting down resting and got them working. They supposed to rest just like you. Read.
nor your cattle,
And your animals, you don't make them do no work. Plow the field or do some work.
nor your stranger that is within your gates.
And if you got a Chinese, a white man, or a Puerto Rican, or any kind of man that's a stranger staying with you, they supposed to not do no work either. Everybody supposed to sit down and chill on out. Don't be chilling out while they working. No, they don't work either. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. The Most High don't want nobody doing no work on his day. Read.
For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day.
So the Most High Yahweh rested on the Sabbath day. So what make you better than him? You up working and he resting. You going straight to hell for breaking these commandments. Read. Now that's the 4th commandment, the Sabbath day. Read.
Therefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
He didn't bless no Sunday or no Wednesday. He didn't bless them day or Friday. He blessed the Sabbath day, which is Saturday.
Honor your father and your mother.
That's right. And they ain't doing none of that today. These kids ain't under no mother, or no father, no mother. That's mean they going straight to hell.
That your days may be long upon the land which Yahweh your Elohim gives you.
And the reason why they ain't living long because they ain't honoring their father and mother. The book just told you. If you honor your father and mother, you're going to live a long time. And if you don't, you're going to die. At 16, 17, 18 years old, you're going to be in the graveyard.
You shall not kill.
You know, murder. That's it. That's supposed to be murder. Because it's a difference between killing and murder. It's a time to kill, but it ain't never time to murder. Thou shalt not murder.
You shall not commit adultery.
You should not commit adultery. That means mess with a married woman. A man's messing with a married woman. And let me show you another way that you commit adultery by going to church. Go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 5:7. Now, this is another way that you could commit adultery. So when you do this, you're going to hell too, because you commit adultery and don't even know it. You think you're doing something right, but all the time you're doing something wrong. So Jeremiah 5:7.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 7. How shall I pardon you for this?
The Most High Yahweh said, how can I forgive you for this?
Your children have forsaken me.
You forgot about Yahweh.
And sworn by them there are no gods.
You sworn by this New Testament there ain't no God.
When I had fed them to the full.
When I have told you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, gave you the commandments, because the whole duty of man is keep his commandments. Read.
Then they then committed adultery.
This how you committed adultery. It's going to tell you right here. This how you committed adultery.
And assembled themselves by troops in the harlots' houses.
By going to church on Sundays and Wednesdays. That's how you committed adultery, by going to church on Sundays and Wednesdays. You assemble yourself by troops. Troops is a gang of niggas and gang of people, a bunch of the people going to church every Sunday and every Wednesday. In the heart of the house, called the whole house, because you horn after another God. That's what this means. You horn after another God by going to church. You breaking the commandments, and you going to hell for going to church. Read.
They were as fed horses in the morning.
You were just like fed horses in the morning.
Everyone neighed after his neighbor's wife.
Everybody looking at his neighbor's wife in the church. Trying to look up on their dress and get with them. That's what they do in church. Look at the neighbor's wife.
Shall I not visit for these things?
Y'all, but he say, should he not visit you for these things?
Says Yahweh.
Said Yahweh, that's right.
And shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this?
And boy, he gonna pay you back. That's right. Go back to the commandment. Now that's another way that you can commit adultery, by going to church. You ain't got to be having sex with no married woman. But when you go to church, that you just as guilty as sin is that. That's right.
You shall not steal.
Okay, you ain't supposed to be stealing. Thou shalt not steal.
You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor.
Okay, how you do that? Bear false witness against your neighbor. When you lie on a person. You lie and say a person did something or said something and you know they didn't say it or do it. That's bearing false witness. You ain't supposed to be lying on nobody. Read.
You shall not covet your neighbor's house.
Don't want your neighbor. Covet mean want. You want some of your neighbor. You don't want his house.
You shall not covet your neighbor's wife.
You ain't supposed to be wanting your neighbor's wife.
Nor his manservant.
Nor his manservant.
Nor his maidservant.
Nor his maidservant.
Nor his ox.
You ain't supposed to want his animals, ox.
Nor his donkey.
Nor his donkey.
Nor anything that is your neighbor's.
And matter of fact, you ain't supposed to want anything that's your neighbor. His gym shoes, his watch, his TV, his VCR, his money. You ain't supposed to want none of his neighbors. So these are the 10 commandments that you're supposed to be keeping, that's going to get you back to the Holy Land. Yeah, I done showed you today, beyond the shadow of doubt, what is the whole duty of man is to keep the commandments of Yahweh. Okay, so I think I covered everything. Let me see. Yeah. I read all this stuff out the books then. Yeah, I think I covered everything. So, and another thing, I was looking at some of my comments. You know, my son just got me this old touch tone phone thing, so I was just scrolling through there, looking at my comments and stuff, and I want to challenge or debate anybody in this world on the Old Testament, because they saying a lot of smart, slick stuff out their mouth. They talking real foxy, and like they jazzing tough, behind my back, but they don't want to call my number and challenge me. See, they say a lot of slick things about me, but they don't want to stand up and face me, get in the front of this camera and expose me if I'm lying. If you think I'm lying, come straighten me out. I don't care who you is. If you disagree with what I'm saying, then straighten me out. Come spank my butt. Come whoop me. Because if I'm wrong, prove me that I'm wrong from the book, but not from your mouth and not from your opinion. I don't want to hear that. You got to bag it up from the book. If you can prove to me that I'm lying about anything that I've ever said since I've been on this earth, then challenge me in the book. Don't come in with your opinions or how you feel or with your emotion. I ain't studying none of that. Bag it up with the book. So anybody that disagree with me, come challenge me. Don't be throwing rocks and hiding your hand. Then I get back with you. Then you scared and you got 1,000 excuses why you can't come holler at me. Holler at me. You know, I'm ready. I'm ready to challenge anybody out there on this book. I don't care who you is or what color you is or how old you is. It don't make me no difference. You could be 0 to 1,000 years old. I want to see you. You could be black as tar. I want to see you. You could be white as snow. I want to see you. Brown as chrome. I want to see you. It don't matter to me. I'm ready. Born ready. And another thing, if you win, I'm going to give you $1,000. That's right. If you beat my butt in this book and challenge me in front of the camera on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, it don't matter, then I'm going to give you $1,000 for winning. Because that means I'm a false teacher. If you can debate me and win. So I'm going to give my number again. My number is 618-203-4182. And that goes for anybody that's in the country or out the country, a Russian, a German, a Chinaman, or Indian, whoever he is. I want to challenge anybody. And I ain't scared of none of y'all because I was put here to serve Yahweh only. And I ain't got nothing but the whole truth and nothing but the truth for you. Now, anybody out there, if you know anybody that want to talk about this book and say I'm lying, then give them my number. Tell them, man, I'm ready. I ain't running from nobody. I'm mad right now because I ain't got no phone call in 3 or 4 years. That's right. Ain't nobody called me in 3 or 4 years about this book. But they'll get on and make comments, bad comments, and lie and throw me under the bus. But you won't challenge me. You know, bag up what you say. Don't be no hypocrite talking this way and then I'll try to get with you running. No, come on with it. You know, if I don't know what I'm talking about, then hey, straighten me out. I can be straightened out. Straighten me out if I don't know what I'm talking about. That's all. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I just wanted to get that point across because people out there making comments and saying slick stuff, but they won't challenge me. They won't debate me. They running though. They talking loud and they ain't saying nothing. All right. So I'm gonna give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Shalom.